Yes, indeed. What you've said is just what we're also hearing. But what we have to say at this moment is that there's a presidential statement, and I would like to quote it verbatim, that is saying that this group of soldiers, as far as they're concerned, let me take it verbatim. They said this is a small group of people who only control the television. That's coming from the office of the president. He said the regular army is gaining control. The city and the country are completely secure. And so while we have a position from some army officials, announcing a takeover on television, we are having presidential sources saying that the wider army, the wider military that is under the control of the president, talking about Patrice Talon, is under control. And so there is no cause for alarm. Of course, there is tension and all of that. The presidencies are assuring that all will be held under control at the moment. They're also confirming that the president is safe and secure. So this is what we're hearing at the moment.
All right, Tessem, well, this is coming just a few months to the April 2026 election. Any news from Benin on why the soldiers were attempting to overthrow the government at this time?
Well, we don't have details yet. Like I said, the announcement, we understand, came in on television, and just some group of military personnel. And so at the moment, the identities of certain military personnel needs to be checked and all of that, because as it stands, the military operations actually work, they answer to hierarchy a lot. And so we're having two factions, one claiming authority and takeover of the government, whereas we're having other officials saying that, professing their loyalty to the president. And so this does not happen in the military, as it were. If there's a coup, there's a complete takeover. And so at the moment, things are a bit complicated, as it were. But it's a Game of Thrones, I would say. Time will say whether or not who is actually in control. But one thing I would like to say is that ECOWAS at this moment will have to, wield in the big stick as a big brother and ensure that these things do not continue, really.
So you have talked about ECOWAS, Tessem, and this is coming after a coup in Guinea-Bissau. Has the regional bloc ECOWAS reacted to these fast unfolding developments in Benin?
Well, usually when things like this happen, they explore the path of dialogue. Usually committees are set, and presidents, from different countries are set together to try and negotiate and work towards the return of democracy in such settings. I don't work at ECOWAS, but I would, maybe playing the devil's advocate, say that this might just be going on underneath at the moment. We saw the issue in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger Republic. Those windows came before the three countries eventually left the bloc. And so this might just be what is happening underground at the moment. But we are watching, and we're hoping to report should there be any official pronouncement from ECOWAS.
All right. Tessem Makende joining us there from Jos in Nigeria.